a big one. Big games this weekend. And, of course, the Bills have the Bengals this week. We're going to hear from head coach Sean McDermott today. We'll check in with Sal at 7:30. Howard picks the Bills at 8. Joe Marino of the Locked On Bill. No, sorry. Yeah. And then Joe Marino at 8:30 today, moving from his normal 8 to 8:30 spot. So shuffling things around and gearing up for the Bengals this week. One thing we're going to talk about with Joe is what the Bills do from a pass rush standpoint. Mm-hmm. Joey Bosa, maybe news on that today. Hamstring, we'll see where it goes. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, as we've seen with Dalton Kincaid, a hamstring injury can be weeks.
Usually is.
Yeah. So Bosa, it would not surprise me in the least if what the Bills do is be very careful here. With Kincaid, they've probably been pretty careful, right? With Bosa, they almost got to say, wait until, am I going too far to say, let's wait until the first round of the playoffs? Let's make sure. Let's wait until, let's give him a month. Let's give him 3 weeks, whatever it takes, because the pass rush for the Bills is non-existent. It's gone. The numbers have dried up. They don't really have a pass rush. And if they don't have Bosa, who are your defensive ends?
It's just Rousseau and Epinesa.
It's tough.
It's basically just them.
It's tough.
Who's the next man in after that? Is it Javon Solomon, who's done nothing this year when he's played?
DJ Sanders playing defensive end.
Or Shaq Lawson.
Yeah,
you're nowhere.
Like you are nowhere at defensive end. And while there's been tons of attention paid to the receiver position, they've been able to add a few pieces that can play, in part because of Josh Allen. And at the defensive end spot, they signed a guy yesterday. Like they are so thin. And I'm thinking, if we find out today that Bosa is out, it could be a big problem. He's made huge plays. He made a huge play in the Pittsburgh game, the forced fumble that led to the scoop and score for Christian Benford. No Bosa for the next couple weeks. Like, all right, you get back to the question I asked, which would be, would you take 8 sacks and healthy for the playoffs? He didn't get to 8. But he's had a good enough number, and he's made a couple of game-changing plays.
He is leading the league in forced fumbles.
There you go.
Yeah.
Instead of sacks, you get a bunch of forced fumbles.
Yeah, he's got 5.
Deal.
Yeah.
5 forced fumbles, healthy for the playoffs. That's really what I got to hope for here, because that hamstring injury, we'll find out about it today, but I think it's going to be so careful with it.
I guess it comes down to how much you think the next few games really will matter here. Maybe not even this week, but what about the New England game? Is that one worth chasing still?
Probably not.
If he is, all right, I'm good to go, I want to play. Maybe he says he's good to go, but okay, he's not 100%. He's maybe good enough to clear, but he's not at 100%. And you're playing the Patriots, which is still a pretty slim proposition. Is that game worth it?
Right. What you're getting at is the Bills have like an 8% chance to win the division.
Right.
Should I go all in with a hamstring injury for Joey Bosa?
Yep.
Chasing the 9%.
With him playing.
Or should I just say, I'll try to win those games anyway, of course. Excuse me, sorry. I'll try to win those games anyway, of course, and then I'll make sure he's ready for the postseason as we're going to try to win. We're going to have to win 4 games in the playoffs. And with the pass rush already non-existent and Bosa's injury, we'll see where it goes, I have to get him to 100%. Like it almost feels like
the wrist injury on top of that too, which has been limiting him
for sure
in recent weeks.
It almost feels like goal number 1 right now for the Bills is get Joey Bosa healthy. They're 91% to make the playoffs. Like, I think they're going to be fine.
Get in and be healthy.
Get in and get healthy.
And not worry about where you're playing.
And you might be scared by what it looks like because the next 2 weeks you play 2 quarterbacks that without a pass rush can carve you.
Yeah.
So big challenges for the Bills with Burrow and then May. Big challenges. And if Bosa,
and Burrow especially, I don't think is a guy you necessarily want to be blitzing.
Right.
Maybe May.
Same with May.
Have a little.
Nope. You don't want to blitz May either.
Yeah.
No. So it's the only way the Bills might be able to get pressure is blitzing these days. And if Bosa's out, then you could be in trouble.
We're going to find out if Dorian Williams can play defensive end going forward.
Maybe.
He's done some of that. Like, they're going to be desperate, I think. Is there nobody that could pull out of retirement? Somebody that could do that with?
Where's Jerry Hughes?
Is he still playing? He might not even be available. No, he's not. He's not playing anymore. He was last on Houston. Wow, that was that might not be the worst idea for a former Bill, future Bill.
Jerry Hughes?
Jerry Hughes. He played last season in the NFL, and I don't see an official retirement. That's how you get there, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they sign Jerry Hughes. They're not going to sign Jerry Hughes.
Do the Niners want to waive Leonard Floyd? Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
Actually, he's on Atlanta, I think, isn't he?
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta's bad. Maybe they would do it.
Maybe. Hey, come on. Leonard Floyd.
Some tampering. Start calling the bad teams and seeing. Didn't they maybe do this with Brandon Cooks? There was a story about Brandon Cooks before the Bills had signed him that a couple of teams were not happy with the situation and they thought he was being tampered with because him and the Saints were working out a deal to get him to a specific team so that he wouldn't get claimed on waivers. And then, oh, look, it was the Bills at the end of all of that. Yeah. Do that with a pass rusher.
Might have to. 803-0550. Should we run some former Bill, future Bill waivers today just because of this defensive end situation? I know
who's next up? Who would be first pick?
Defensive end that could pop free. I mean, I bet Morgan Fox is about to be activated, right? To the active roster? Could that happen too?
Yeah, probably. Who would go first if we were drafting or if we were doing waivers?
First pick in a former Bill, future Bill?
No, if we who would be waivers. First order? Yeah.
Oh, me.
You? Okay, then I don't want to do it. I don't think we should do it then.
I basically just call it dibs, though. There's really no rhyme or reason to the waivers.
You're the one who has it all written down, so I just kind of go with the
you're
right.
On this. You're right. I do have it written down. Turns out.
No, I don't think we need to.
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, first in the waiver order. Yeah, it does.
It says it's me. The bylaws say you need unanimous approval to run waivers, and you do not have that. So
we should work on some bylaws.
A constitution.
You know what I checked in on the other day? Our wide receiver only fantasy league, which I haven't really done much to check in on because we set up a fantasy league with all wide receivers. We're all in it because.
I've been running it this year.
There really weren't any. There weren't any waivers to pick anybody up because everybody is taken. So it ends up kind of being like a best ball league. I just submit my lineup every week.
Yep, that's right. I did pick up. Who did I pick up? Who's the Tom Kennedy of the Lions?
That's not a real person.
He's the guy starting for Amon-Ra St. Brown. If St. Brown misses time,
look at us both because I picked up Isaac Tesla. We're jumping into that Amon-Ra St. Brown target vacuum.
Right. Yeah, this is a league where we're just guessing at which backup Lions receiver is going to catch 3 passes.
Yeah. All right, 803-0550 is our phone number, and 1-888-550-2550. Jeremy and Joe, good morning. We've got Sal at 7:30. We've got Howard at 8 to pick the Bills. Joe Marino at 8:30. We'll talk some Sabres along the way. They play Philadelphia tonight, and can they get things moving? Last night, Toronto won, so the Sabres are back technically in last place. And on point percentage in games, they're still in last. But I don't know. Maybe a good road trip could get us believing. 803-0550, 1-888-550-2550 to join us. It's Jeremy and Joe on WGR.